LG S80QY Review. At first glance, the LG S80QY slacks in its provision of feature and specification S that would set it apart from its competitors. However, its unique up-firing speaker system is an innovative development, and one that stands apart. LG's soundbar is a current 3.1.3 model that supports the Dolby Atmos and DTS-X sound formats. It's IMAX enhanced, but the advantages of that feature are unclear save for the IMAX requirement for DTS-X processing to be on board. A total of 480 watts of amp power are available, with the bass increasing in importance to 220 watts. In addition to the front-facing speakers, subwoofer, and two upward-firing drivers for Atmos overhead effects, the S80QY uniquely includes a third upward-firing driver that is used for dialogue delivery. In discussing diction in the sound quality section, this controls dialogue and dials voices down to a realistic level for much better dubbing. Both HDMI eARC and other HDMI ports are provided, and these allow inbound of Dolby Vision HDR, VR. There is also an optical digital input for connecting the output of an older television that lacks HDMI eARC or ARC. Voice control support is provided for both Google and Alexa virtual assistants, allowing you to manage various functions hands-free by using voice commands. LG's optional surround speakers for the S80QY come unify into a 5.1.3 system. The soundbar also supports LG's TV Sound Mode Share, a feature that allows you to connect the latest LG TVs to hear the full potential of their processor's automated sound enhancement system. Audio integration between the soundbar and sub was smooth, allowing full, natural-sounding voices to be heard at parties even when watching movies or listening to music. Bass coming through the S80QY subwoofer box was a bit loose, but nonetheless sounded punchy and clean. At 39.4 by 2.5 by 5.3 inches, the main purpose of the S80QY is to look right at televisions up to 50 inches in size. The 5.3-inch depth means that it protrudes above wall-mounted screens by a degree. Otherwise, the bar's dark gray plastic case is clean and properly maintained, with gently rounded edges and a matching gray fabric grille enveloping the front and sides. The up-firing driving lights are each protected by a circular metal grille that goes well with the look to make it appear modern. Notably, the ADS-QR has a built-in power supply. Because of this, you will only need to plug in an AC cord for power instead of using an external power brick, something that early LG TVs used. It is also furnished with a set of touch-sensitive controls on the front surface that duplicate basic remote control functions. The LG wireless subwoofer has nearly the very same dimensions as other computers, particularly if it has a front-firing port. Aside from the advantages of a large front-firing port, you may even mistake it for one. The S80QY projector contains an HDMI eARC port, which makes a direct audio connection from your TV's HDMI port. The LG's soundbar app features adjustments for everything ranging from setting dynamic range and voice level adjustment modes to individual woofer, center, overhead, and subwoofer volume levels to running LG's AI Room Calibration Pro feature. The latter function helps a lot to improve the sound setup by tightening up bass sound, and it's strongly recommended. LG's remote can be a straightforward clear plastic object, but it has a straightforward array of programmable buttons and will fulfill almost all your needs, such as varying volume, switching inputs, and change audio gadgets. Anything too sophisticated, and it is best to fire up the application. If you use the remote, your changes are displayed via the S80QY alphanumeric LED display. These indicate turn your volume and input selections, and it's also used to make bass and treble adjustments, a capability that is somewhat unique to the app.